Good evening, everybody. It's Brass Brad. These are my keepers for the 2016 metal detecting season. I like to call it my shelf of goodies. I want to get a couple of shelves out of the way tonight with you here. And I'll start up here. These are kind of hunting lead enamel that I found. Real happy to find the two powder flasks there. One was in the river, one was on high and dry, high country, sandy soil. Notice these 4 items right here, how dark they are. They were river finds. Everything out of the river hunts seemed to come out a lot darker than everything else. And this here, when I found it, I said, oh, I'd love to find something British. Lanark settlers were brought here by the British. It was an outpost. But it's got an American eagle on it. It's got an eagle on there with arrows. No badge though. It's just an eagle. I don't think it's military. There's also the other side of the eagle there, sitting on some type of twig or branch of some kind. Yeah. United Empire Loyalist, probably brought her to Lanark. Yeah, found it in the river, in the Clyde. And like I say, them 4 items, except for that rifle casing, these, I think this is an old, something to do with powder, flasks, and guns as well. Container. That cap comes right off there. It's like a lead bullet practically. I don't think it's lead, but it's actually hollow and filled with lead. See that in there? It's got lead filled. I think it's for powder as well. And this thing, didn't know if it was a lipstick tube or powder. Found one online identical. And it is for measuring powder and shot. And I thought that was a little badge or something that fell off. It turns out the handle was soldered onto that. The handle's missing. Yeah, it's got measurement for grains and shot on it. Seen one online identical to, but I forget the maker. I might be able to throw a picture in. And this old flask here got a couple of hounds chasing a deer down. I think there's 2 hounds in it. Or maybe the 1 hound and 2 deer, a buck and a doe. Been looking online, but I can't find any flasks with the identical pictures on them. But some of them are awful close. We got 22 rifle casings altogether. And got them 4 back there, unfired. This is a big lad here from World War II. I looked it up online. It's a 45. And it was an Australian-made rifle casing for World War II. And there's one there that rotted and broke away. Same caliber though. It's real hard to get any writing off any of them. This one, I think you can read it better. Maybe not. And didn't get too much lead bullets, so just the 4. I think a couple of them were actually back at the big, back at the big cedar tree that I found a whole bunch of them in pretty near a dozen last year, all around the base of a big cedar, and went back and found 2 more. Yeah. A couple of arrows up there. Aluminum or graphite shafts or something. I actually have a magnet in my pocket here. The only thing on this whole shelf that a magnet will stick to is the ends of them arrows. What would they be? Stainless steel or something? It's the only thing a magnet will stick to on this whole shelf. That rock I had with the bookcase. Left it here for the display. Yeah. 5 shotgun head stamps. Some big slivers of lead there. Wheel weight. Some lead rings. Another camp lead or something. Big chunk. Smaller chunk. This is ran across an old kiln site, foundry, and found a whole bunch of this slag stuff here. Kind of like pewter. It's not really lead, it's too brittle. And then that big graphite rock. I'm sure it's graphite. I got into an awful mess of it, crushing it up. All over my hands and my hammers and my axes and stuff there that I was crushing it with. When it was in one mass, I was detecting it there and thought there was a big hit of gold in the middle or something. So the smaller I broke it, the noise went away to just iron. Stopped giving me the pull tab noise. And then once I got them broke down to a certain size, I couldn't get the pull tab signal anymore. It was just iron. So I crushed some down and panned it, and there was nothing. Couldn't even get silver flake out of it, let alone gold. But yeah, so that's it for the hunting lead and ammo department. Real happy to find the old powder gun stuff there. That's really neat. Chunk of lead here. The Canada company. Canada Metal Company. That's fairly old. I think I tried to research that and I couldn't come up with anything. Big solder bar. I don't know what that big sliver of lead come off of. Might give you a little bonus video tonight here. I'm just going to get another shelf out of the way, the one right above here. Didn't want to give you to it right at the first and discourage you too much because there's not a whole lot up here. A couple of mentionable items. Some little cars, and the river hunt's got lots of lures. And actually that lure right there I think might have some age to it. Right here. I think that's fairly old. Down in the clay, 4 inches in the bottom of the river. I think it's got a fair age to it. They call them a wobbler. This might be the center off an old British car or something. Like aluminum. A little bit of chrome bling off motorcycle crashes and dumps in that field out there, I think. And a headlight bezel. Emblems. That little wheel might have some age to it. Found it in the river. Might be off an old toy cannon or something. And that old plate, my oldest coin to date was right underneath that plate. My 1837 halfpenny was right under that plate. Moved the plate, put it against the tree, and scanned it, and sure enough, another signal, and got my oldest coin to date. Okay, that's great then. I got a couple of shelves out of the way, and we'll turn this into a vid for you. And we got 3 or 4 more shelves to do, and a whole bunch of bottles someday. So anyway, it's been nice getting back to you. I can't get out and dig. There's 6 inches of snow and ice on the ground right now around here. So, but I'm happy to show this to you here. And thanks for viewing. Thanks to my subscribers. Bye.